Well, it is time for our weekly Mayor's Chat as we check in with St. Catharines Mayor Walter Sendzik. Good to see you this morning.
Good to see you, Bob. We both got ties on, which is great.
That's right. Well, I knew you were coming in today, so I wore my best one. Hey, since we last spoke, there was a big investment. Well, the province dropped like $8.7 million to retrain more than 300 workers at Heddle shipyards. I know there was a big benefit to Hamilton. Is St. Catharines a beneficiary here as well?
Very much so. And those who are familiar with St. Catharines, the Port Weller Dry Docks, which has been in our community for a long time, has been brought back to life by Heddle shipyards. And so the funding from the province will also help to go train the workers at the shipyards in St. Catharines, because they do a significant amount of repairs to the big lakers that are going across our Great Lakes. And it's also allowing them to be competitive when bidding for the national marine contracts.
Yeah. How is the employment front looking in St. Catharines? And is there any stuff from the Ontario budget that still needs to be passed, but stuff that is in there that could benefit St. Catharines, or stuff that's missing?
Well, when you look at the budget from a municipal point of view, there is investments that are taking place in public health, in public transit. You're looking at investments into our sort of the manufacturing around EV technology, and we have a significant footprint with GM here in our community. Really, Bob, when it comes to what's this budget going to look after the election, that's what we'll be paying attention to. But here in our community, our economy is growing very quickly as we come out of COVID-19. The struggle is actually finding the employees to work in the open positions that we have, and there's a considerable amount of openings here in St. Catharines right now.
Yeah, hospitality be one sector that's impacted?
It's actually, hospitality is the greatest one, but what we're hearing in manufacturing, that there's jobs that are being left open. Here at the city of St. Catharines, we have about 51 jobs that are vacant. We're really struggling to fill these positions. And so it's not just the hospitality that we're seeing, it's all sectors who are putting out the shingle for now hiring aren't actually getting the volume of people applying that we did pre-COVID. So really trying to figure out what's going on, but we got to get more people back into the workforce.
Absolutely. St. Catharines has been selected for, there's a clean home heating pilot program. Can you give us the details on that?
Yeah, again, it's something that's coming into this provincial budget, so we'll see what happens after the budget after the election. If this budget comes back in, it's a heat pump, and so it replaces your air conditioner, and in terms of the heat pump allows your house to be cooled in a different way. So it's a new technology, relatively new here in Ontario. London has been piloting it. We've been selected for 300 homes here in St. Catharines, and it's part of our climate change initiative. These are very popular in Europe, and it does help to drive down your energy costs, especially in the summertime when we use a lot of our air conditioning. So it's a first step that we're seeing from the province, where we can look at how we as households can really start driving down our carbon footprint.
A question on this Red Dress Day. St. Catharines is considering an Indigenous Relations Advisor position.
Yeah, we've asked for a staff report. We'd like to create a position here in the city of St. Catharines. We're working with our Niagara Region Native Center, and it's part of our commitment to truth and reconciliation and how we as a municipality can be a part of that. We have so many different touch points in our community, from libraries to community centers to our parks and gardens, and we're really looking how we can work with our Indigenous community, bringing in an Indigenous advisor to be able to help us through this. So it's really we're walking the path of reconciliation, and this is another opportunity for us to demonstrate what that looks like.
Okay. Hey, we're finally getting into some good weather. There's a bunch of events we should be talking about in St. Catharines.
We got a lot of events coming up. This is going to be festival season this summer. In the Soil's coming up, and that's our largest art festival here. It takes place in June, and that's followed by the Born and Raised tour that's coming to Montebello Park, 4 days with City in Color and Alexis on Fire as the headliners. We also have Cirque du Soleil coming into our community in the summertime. We've got Rib Fest coming back. We got the Grape and Wine Festival coming back. So just like a lot of other communities, our festivals are coming back, and that means more people coming into our community. That means more people connecting, and it just means we're able to really put a lot of smiles on people's faces. That's what we're looking forward to.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and there's that Canada Summer Games thingy in August. And actually in the news this morning, there's the GM from the Meridian Center is going to take over the Canada Summer Games Park.
Yeah, so Laura is going to be the general manager, and it's part of ASM, which operates the Meridian Center. So they're also going to be managing the Canada Games Park, the Walker Sports and Ability Center. And it really does give us a strong management footprint for two significant venues. The Canada Games Park is a $100 million facility. It's state of the art. So it really does allow us to connect those two major facilities together.
Okay, before we go, one final question. Nominations for this year's municipal election are now open. And have you made a decision to announce on an episode of Morning Live?
I was going to say happy belated birthday, Bob, but I guess
Don't change the subject. But thank you.
I got to get all my forms ready, so let's see what happens.
A lot of paperwork. Okay, maybe next week. Stay tuned.
Maybe next week.
Okay.
Yeah, stay tuned, Bob.
Okay, thank you. St. Catharines Mayor Walter Sendzik.